I'm just going to amuse myself really with a few Sopranos impressions, man. I've watched this show to death, mate. Like, the story goes, I remember, people think I'm weird, mate. I used to do this thing with my mate and his wife. I used to go to my mate's house quite a lot when we were really close. We don't talk anymore because of one argument. Ridiculous. I was ready to put bygones be bygones, but the dude's too stubborn, man. Anyway, he moved to Australia as far as I know as well. Not literally, but as far as I can tell, you might as well have. Anyway, yeah, they used to say, like, I was so into movies like all my life. And TV, anything entertaining, man. Anything enjoyable, mate. My main addiction has always just been enjoyment. I don't like not being happy, basically. Who does? But for me, I don't know. I'd rather die than be unhappy, man. That's weird. Then I'm a fucking weirdo. But, having said that, yeah, I got into The Sopranos in about 2004-ish. Heard of it, right? But nobody knew about HBO back then. Like, TV was fucking censored, wasn't it? It was, I mean, soap opera. I heard there's a TV show based on, like, Goodfellas style mafia, and I was like, yeah, what? With, like, screw this man and let's hit this guy. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was going to be terrible, mate. You can't have a mafia film that ain't realistic. And the mafia movies, man, you got to have bad language and a lot of fucking violence, mate. And I thought, fuck it, you know what I mean, what's the point of watching Sopranos when you got Goodfellas? And didn't give it a second thought. Some of you are going to be thinking, what is the fucking point of this? Some of you are thinking, it's just fun, listen to this silly cunt ramble. Yeah, so I just finished Cheers. This was in about 23. I'd just sort of grown out of all the partying and I was a stay-at-home drinker. I wasn't depressed, I just loved staying home having a couple of beers every night. I was happy as fuck, man. It's the best part of my adult life. I was getting laid every now and again. I had a little black book. I only had about 2-3 numbers in it, but I knew a lot of sexy escorts and shit. Anyway, I was fine for women. I had a couple of good man mates to sort of companionship. Best part of my adult life when I started getting into HBO. And it was a Sunday afternoon and I just finished series 1 of Cheers because I was getting into all these box sets. Happily, do you know what I mean? People prefer bollocks, man. I did all my raving for 7 years, mate, and I had my fucking granddad pipe and slippers period between 22 and 30 something, mate. So yeah, wanted Cheers season 2 more than I wanted to fuck Liz Hurley in her prime. In that moment, again, addiction. Didn't even realise it. This was 20 years ago. I just had to carry on watching it, man. I was well enjoying it. So I asked my mum on a Sunday afternoon to run me down to Richmond HMV. And she did. So I had 40 quid on me that was burning a hole in my pocket. And I wanted to get season 2 of Cheers. I went straight to HMV and they fucking didn't have it. They probably had season 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, every cunt but the one I wanted. Sound familiar? And then I was just looking about thinking, I've got to get something, man. Come all the way down here. Saw The Sopranos season 1, picked it up, realised it had an 18 certificate on it. So I said, alright, if it's 18, it must be bloody. There must be something in it. I looked at the back. You know when you get... Let me give you a fucking example. Season 1. Have I got that in front of me? I do indeed. So I went into VMH looking for season 2 of Cheers. And I find this instead. And I'd heard a lot about it. And like I said, I thought it was a watered down Goodfellas for TV. In other words, go and suck a sick dick. However... this caught my attention, and this sealed the fucking deal. If I'd just looked at this in the first place, I'd have thought, I know what I'm in for, but I didn't know you could say fuck on television. Neither did you. Neither did anyone. Well, you could on ITV at like 11 o'clock. Contains very strong language and strong sex and violence. The sun la fantôme, mate. You know what I mean? So I was all over it. And it took me a couple of eps, to be honest. The first season's really good, but like any show, you've got to get to know the characters a little bit. But by the end of season 1, I was as addicted to The Sopranos as I've ever been to women or drugs, mate. Fucking had to have it. Went out and bought season 2 and 3 together. And just thought, I ain't fucking answering the phone for 3 cunts in days, mate. And just smashed it. And I could watch it 1,000 times, never gets old, man. But having said that, it might not be the best show of all time. Oh shit, I'm going commando and I nearly let my little willy out. Hold on. Well, according to women, above average, but yeah, what are you going to do, huh? Used to be fucking enormous, but anyway, that is what it is. Yeah, this is the best show ever. I don't think anyone can dispute it. I'm telling you, man, fuck. Digital's good, but never get rid of your DVD players, mate. Never. I'm going to buy 10 of them when I can, because when your internet fucks up, you are fucked. I ain't any penetrated, and I don't give a fuck. DVD and Blu-ray is as good as it gets, man. It's perfectly fine. So this is the best. I think it's undisputed. Well, crime dramas, anyway. Best crime dramas ever made is this and this. And before you folks start saying, what about that glass of water and he's a white guy, I didn't forget about it. But I've got to say, I put The Sopranos a little bit above it, man. But then you got the fucking Fishers, 6 Feet Under. Everything HBO were doing between 2001 and 2010 was just phenomenal, man. Before Game of Thrones, they were smashing it, well before. Amazing show. Maybe the best non-crime drama of all time. Another great one, maybe the best gangster ever portrayed on TV, Deadwood. I'll swear engine, mate. Fucking how they got away with some of the stuff in this, I'll never know. Contains very strong language, basically the C word every fucking 5 seconds. Cunts. Language, bloody violence, and strong sex references. That's son fun on there, Frank. Big Love, amazing show about polygamy, having 3 or 4 wives, and it's mate, you gotta get all over that. Friday Night Lights, surprisingly good. Gordon Gekko, I've got so much good shit and shit. This is fucking really cool. The Trial of OJ, like as a sort of series with old John Travolta, or that. Really naughty movie, man. It's dark as fuck, but James Woods gives a tremendous performance. Another Day in Paradise. That's probably not on YouTube, mate. That should be rated 30. This cunt. Fucking brutal. I recommend this movie though. It's anyone that don't mind a bit of hard hitting drama, refreshingly raw. I'm gonna put a clip up actually. Another Day in Paradise. Like, that's my next addiction. Getting that done in the next 20 seconds, or I'll get stressed and break out in spots on that.